As with any sport, playing or discussing badminton requires knowing and understanding the terminology associated with the game. So, let's get started and take a look at the glossary of terms related to badminton. First, we have the alley. In badminton, the alley refers to the extended area on the sides of the court by 1.5 feet. It is used for doubles play, but out of bounds for singles play. Next is the attacking clear. In badminton, an attacking clear or attacking lob is a strategic shot used to gain an advantage by forcing your opponent to move out of position and potentially make a weak return, often played lower than a standard clear. Its purpose is to disrupt your opponent's rhythm and create opportunities for an attack. Next is the attacker. In badminton, the attacker is a player who aims to win points by playing aggressive, offensive shots such as smashes and net kills to force errors or unplayable returns from the opponent. Next is the back alley. In badminton, the back alley refers to the area on the court between the back boundary line and the doubles back service line, also known as the long service line. Then we have the backcourt. In badminton, the backcourt refers to the area of the court farthest from the net, encompassing the back boundary line and the area between it and the long service line. It's a strategic zone where players often focus on defense and powerful shots. Next is the backhand. In badminton, the backhand stroke involves hitting the shuttlecock with the back of your hand when it's above your head, requiring a different swinging pattern than forehand strokes. It's a defensive shot used when you're not in a position to play a forehand and aims to get the shuttle over your opponent's head. Next is the balk. In badminton, a balk, or also called as a feint, is any deceptive movement that disconcerts an opponent before or during the serve, and it's considered illegal. Balks can happen before or during the serve, attempting to trick the opponent about the start of the serve. If a server balks, they lose the serve, and if the receiver balks, they lose a point. Next is the baseline. It is the back boundary line at each of the court that runs parallel to the net. There are two baselines in a badminton court. The next is the base position, the center of an end of the court to which a player returns to after a shot. This is where you position yourself on the court in order to retrieve your opponent's shot. Next is the bird. In badminton, the bird is commonly referred to as a shuttlecock, or also known as a birdie or shuttle. It is called like that because it has feathers that look like a bird or cock, rooster or cockerel, and it shuttles between the two or four opponents at great speed. Next is the block return. It is a return shot that drops quickly over the net because it was not hit with much force. Then we have the bringer. In badminton, bringer is a term used to describe a player who returns all the shots that come into their end of the court, essentially acting as a defensive player. They focus on defending against the opponent's attacks and trying to force errors or create opportunities for their team to score. Then, next is BWF, or the Badminton World Federation. It is the international governing body for the sport of badminton, formed in 1934 and was approved by the International Olympic Committee. It was originally the International Badminton Federation, or IBF. Next is the carry. In badminton, a carry, or also called a sling or throw, is an illegal tactic where the shuttlecock is caught and held in the racket strings before being released during a stroke. The rule against carries is designed to prevent players from manipulating the shuttlecock and gaining an unfair advantage by holding it on the racket. Next is the center line. In badminton, the center line divides the service court into left and right halves, extending from the short service line to the back boundary line. The center line is crucial for determining the correct service court during a badminton match. Next is clear. In badminton, a clear shot, or also known as a lob, is a high, deep shot that forces the opponent to the back of the court, buying you time to return to your base position. There are two types of clears. We have the defensive clear which is a high, deep shot that gives your opponent ample time to move to the back court. The next is the attacking clear, a faster flutter shot that forces your opponent to the back court with less time to react. Then we have the court. This is where the game is played, and it is a rectangular playing area, and it has 13.4 meters or 44 feet long and 6.1 meters or 20 feet wide for doubles, with a singles court being 5.18 meters or 17 feet wide and divided by a net. It is also marked by the boundary lines, which are the sidelines and base lines. Then we have the doubles. This is where two people play on one team. So basically, there are 4 people on the court at the same time. The next is the doubles sideline. In badminton doubles, the outer sidelines, are also called double sidelines or outer tram lines, are the outermost boundary lines of the court. And any shot landing within this line is considered in or valid for doubles matches. If the shuttlecock lands outside the outer sideline in doubles, it is considered out of play.